Good evening, and welcome to the Variable Y Minute with your host, the Variable Y. I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And tonight we are going to do something a little different than we would have done, of course, if we were not all quarantined. Um, it's April the 3rd, and it's right before one of my favorite times of the year. It's the Friday before WrestleMania. Now, even though we're going to have WrestleMania this year, it's going to be a lot different than the WrestleManias that we normally have. Normally, we have a WrestleMania in a big stadium in front of 60, 70, 80,000 people. The crowd is very just jacked and just ready to be there. And they involve themselves in a show, and it's this big spectacle. But of course, because of everything we got going on right now, we're not going to have that. So, normally what I would do right now is I do like a WrestleMania preview. I give you guys some of my predictions to tell you how these matches are going to end up. I don't really have that because I don't really have much to go on because there really hasn't been much out there. We know what time we're living in right now. We know that everything has come to almost a complete standstill. And even though professional wrestling has gone on, WWE and AEW have both put on shows. They've been shows without any crowds, and they have been just a little different than they normally would be. So, and for some of you who know me, and some of you who have followed my work, if you could say that, you know that I started off doing a blog back about 10 or so years ago. You may have run past it on the internet, the main dash event at blogspot.com. I mean, you can look it up if you want. It may still be there. Been mentioned on Atlanta radio several times, and I was in this little show that came on before WrestleMania. But hey, I'm not here to talk about myself. No self promotion, but as you know, I started out. That's pretty much how I started out. Introduced myself to the world was I would blog and write about professional wrestling, and so this is a very very personal, very special thing for me. Every time this rolls around, it's WrestleMania season. I just love it. Like I said, this year's WrestleMania is a little bit different, so I decided I would be a little bit different. So what I'm going to do, I haven't figured it out all just yet. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take the top 10 matches from the last 20 years of WrestleManias, and I am going to watch them this year to get ready for WrestleMania. Now, normally what I do is I start at WrestleMania, like I said, 20 years ago. So that would be in WrestleMania of 2000. Which was not a great WrestleMania. No, that's not true. I enjoyed it. But if you go by the consensus, then it wasn't a great WrestleMania. And I would just start watching from WrestleMania 2000 and try and get as close to WrestleMania this year as I can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every WrestleMania card. I'm going to figure out the best matches from those cards, and I'm going to try and get the top 10 matches from the last 20 years of WrestleManias. And then I'm going to watch those. Now, so again, since this is going to be a very different time, very interesting time, what I'm going to do on one of these platforms, I don't know which one, probably on Twitter. Twitter seems like a good place to drop a list. So I think I'm going to drop a list of the my top 10 WrestleMania matches and the matches that I'm going to watch and the matches that I suggest you guys watch. Please watch it with me. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about my list. Yeah, so I'm going to let you know right now that I think that, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'll let you know that they played one tonight that should definitely be there. There are going to be a few with Shawn Michaels in them. Let's just keep it real. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker from 25 or 26. Those both might make it. Although 26, even though it was a retirement match, 25 still was the better match of those two. So it may be 25, but at least one of those are going to be there. Speaking of Undertaker Triple H from 27. Now, that one holds a special place in my heart because I saw that one live because I was here in the A, and that was the best match on that damn show. But that one may make the list. So we got a bunch of matches to choose from, and I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to start on the list and then just check out Twitter tomorrow at variable_y to find out what that list is. And then if you want, watch it with me. If you think that I came up with the wrong numbers, let me know. If you think that you got a better list, let me know. I'm willing to listen to your suggestions as well. Again, we're all trying to get through this together. So we're going to do that. And we're all trying to have some kind of sense of normalcy. And we're going to do that as well. So I am going to watch WrestleMania. It's going to start tomorrow. And it's going to go all the way through the weekend, tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm going to watch, and I'm going to go on WWE Network, and I'm going to watch WrestleManias from the past because that makes me feel normal. So I hope that you guys all do the same thing. Have a safe and happy and wonderful weekend. Once again, every time that I get a chance to, I'm going to do this. Shout out to my cousin. I'm not going to put your full name out there because you may not want me to do that. But what you and those other volunteers, your other colleagues have done is nothing short of brave. Thank you guys so much for all the work that you're doing. Please get home safe. Please, help fight this as much as you can, and please don't get overwhelmed. Please know that the rest of us, will support you guys as much as we can, however we can. And with that said, everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Don't hug your loved ones because, again, keep a 6-foot distance and work as hard as you can, even though some of us are teleworking. And I will talk to you all on Monday. Have a great weekend.